Are you sick of trying to fix yourself? Does the self-improvement field, is it like lacking something? Does it not feel as aligned for you anymore? Or do you like start a new self-improvement project and then you're like, ugh, I can't do this. Like I just can't follow through with this. If so, this video is for you. It is possible that gentleness is your medicine now, not improvement. We're going for gentleness, not improvement. And so if this is happening to you, if the same things that used to work to make you happy and make you feel good and make you motivated, if those things just are lacking and they're not working for you anymore, there's nothing wrong with you. It's not you. You are not the problem. You're actually becoming awake is what you're doing. And what you're realizing is that the next diet, the next exercise program, the next business idea, the next way to make money, whatever it is, that these are in a way, well, there's nothing wrong with them and they all have their place, but in a way they become the ego's self-improvement program. In a way they become the ego's self-improvement program. So but it can make us feel like there's something wrong with us, right? When it's like this, am I depressed? Is there something wrong with me? Why am I, things that used to bring me joy, the things that used to motivate me, the things that used to work for me aren't working anymore. I'm not able to keep the same goals that I used to be able to reach, So in this video, we're going to talk about A Course in Miracles lesson, of course, creation's gentleness is all I see. And I'm also going to tell you a story about how this happened to me recently, and it was just so obvious. And I have to say, I know this is relevant because my name's Elizabeth Cermak. I'm a psychotherapist turned coach, here to help sensitive people find inner peace, bring the vertical into this world. And I have to tell you that almost every client session that I have, I would say 80 to 90% of the sessions that I have to remind my clients to go gentle on themselves. Be gentle with yourself. I have to remind them. It seems like such a simple thing that we should all remember, but it's really a hard thing in this world to remember. Go gentle with yourself. Our nervous system heals when we are gentle with ourselves, not when we're Googling online what is the best, in a nervous, frantic way, what is the best diet for this problem that I have. I used to do this a lot. I still sometimes do this. I have two stories to tell about this actually. One time this was like probably almost 10 years ago when I went to Florida with my niece for 5 days. And right before this trip, I was having a lot of digestion problems. I've had digestion problems my whole life. So, searching. And there was a time where I really did search for answers, and I still am the type to search for answers, but like, I feel like that was a time in my life that needed to happen. So I'm not saying that it's bad to like go online and search for answers, but in what energy are we doing it, right? Are we doing it in a frantic, rubbed up nervous system energy that's not very healing? And I found that I was doing that a lot. So before going on this trip with my niece, one time I found this holistic doctor and I spent all this money, right? And spending all this money is it can be stressful too. That's part of all the stress with all of this. So I spent all this money. I got this like, one thing that I got was a food allergy test or food sensitivity test. And it came back and I had all these food sensitivities, And so I'm like, okay, I'm going on this trip with my niece. I've done this before with those elimination diets where you like can't eat anything, so they're very extremely strict. Again, nothing against them. There's a time for them sometimes. But this was at the time I was going on a vacation, right? And so I'm like, well, okay, I looked at my food sensitivity list. I'm like, that's there, but I'm going to just go on this vacation. There was one food, I remember it was bananas, was like the most that I was like allergic to, that was like in the red. And I'm like, okay, I won't eat bananas on this trip. But I was aware of the foods that I was sensitive to, but I wasn't going to like freak out about it because I was going on this trip. And I figured once I get home after 5 days, then I'll, get serious about eliminating these foods. But what was so funny is I went on this trip to Florida with my niece. We did nothing but lay on the beach for 5 days and eat good food and have fun and talk and read. And that's all we did. And my digestion was perfect. I had no problems eating anything on the trip. I think I might have even had a banana. So that just went to prove that it's the lifestyle. It was the nervous wreckness that was doing this to me. And yes, any kind of doctor, I have not had a lot of good experiences with our medical system. I've been ignored by doctors and, so then I have had to find holistic doctors, like functional medicine doctors, and I do like them and there is a place for them. But even them, even them, you're still giving somebody else the power. So I guess what I'm saying is there's a time and a place for it, but what energy are we bringing to it? Are we still keeping our own sovereignty when we go to any type of doctor? Okay, so the other story that I had about this was recently my husband and I, well, this was in May this year, my husband and I went to Punta Cana. And when we got there, I'm 48 years old. I hadn't worn a swimsuit in about a year. And, anytime I've had body image issues my whole life. So anytime I go on a vacation, it's like, oh, here I go. I'm putting on a bathing suit. And I had this cute bathing suit. I don't know, this is kind of hard to talk about publicly. So, okay, I've had body image issues my whole life. I don't know if they're any more or less than any other girl, but maybe a little bit above average. But so I get there and I'm 48 years old and I want to be past all this, and I had this cute swimsuit that I would have put on, and I just went through this phase where I was like, ugh, my body, it just felt different. It felt a little doughier than usual. And I was disappointed, and I felt disappointed in myself for that because I feel like I didn't stick to like whatever exercise diet routine I wanted to stick with before this trip, which I used to be so good at, and because it was so motivating for me. So I felt disappointed in myself for that, and also disappointed in myself because this is not what I preach, right? I'm trying to practice what I preach, and I do not preach I preach peace, right? Not improvement. I do teach peace. So I'm disappointed in myself that I don't like my body or that I didn't stick with the diet, but I'm also disappointed in myself that it's like this feeling, it's like a secondary feeling. Like I almost feel guilty and disappointed about feeling guilty and disappointed. I always tell my clients, it's like feeling guilt on top of a feeling. It's a secondary feeling. You want to stick with the original feeling because then things get all complicated. But anyway, so I was having all these feelings about it and I was like, not liking it. Like I'm on vacation. I want to feel good. Right. So I decided that I was going to journal about it. So I just journaled out all my thoughts. This was my technique that I did in this moment. I just journaled it all out. Like, what's in me? What am I thinking? What's bothering me? So I journaled it all out and I realized what started coming out was, okay, when I get home, I just need to focus on these things and it will help me feel better. And it was basically like, I need to think better. Like I need to be more motivated. I need to stick with my diet better. And part of this, it's like spiritual improvement, like I need to manifest better. I need to get clearer. Like all of this was in my journaling. Like I need to do all of this when I get home. And this will definitely help if I get more serious and more strict about all of this stuff. I didn't use the word strict, but that was the overall feeling about it. And then I was like, as I was writing, I looked at what I was writing and I was like, oh my God, this is my ego talking. It was so obvious. It was so obvious. The ego is insidious. It's sneaky, but this was like, I could call it out. I could see it when I had it written out. Like the ego puts our happiness in the future. The ego will not let you be happy now. That's how it's like, this will make you happy. This will make you happy. This will make you happy. That's what the ego does. And so I realized, oh my God, this is my ego talking. What do I really need right now? What I needed was a change in perception. What I needed was a miracle. And that is something that I can give myself because we can all give ourselves a miracle at any moment because what a miracle is a shift in perception from fear to love. You and God, the Holy Spirit, you with God, the Holy Spirit, you can give that miracle to yourself. And that was what I needed. I needed gentleness. I needed change in perception. I did not need a new exercise, diet, self-improvement routine. So I got my miracle, I had my shift in perception. I felt better. We had a wonderful trip. My husband and I had a wonderful time. Who wants to hang out with a girl who's like freaking out about her body the whole trip? That sucks. It's not fun. So we had a wonderful trip, had a great time. I felt more beautiful on the inside and we took some beautiful pictures, everything. It's all about perception. Have you ever looked at a picture of yourself and hated it? Oh my gosh, doing these YouTube videos too. Like sometimes I'll look at a video and I'll be like, oh, if I'm in a certain type of mood. But then you look at it later and you're like, oh, what was I seeing before? It's all within. It's all your perception. I saw this really good, I saw this really good YouTube short yesterday where this girl was like showing the difference between having confidence and not having confidence. And she was walking down the street wearing this cute dress. And at first she was like, in the dress, like I'm not confident, like scared and everything. And then she walked with confidence. And like, it was so interesting how the dress looked so different when she walked with confidence. So it is within us, right? Okay, so let's talk about creation's gentleness is all I see. That's the Course in Miracles lesson that we are going to do today. Lesson 265. It's really a short one. Creation's gentleness is all I see. And I mean, I need to be reminded of this all the time. I need to be reminded of this all the time, the gentleness, not improvement thing. I am smack dab in the middle of like self-improvement culture, which I like. So it's very confusing to me. And it's always worked for me. So the thing is, it's confusing. And as I change, that it's kind of scary. Changing is scary when you change and like the same things don't work for you. And it's scary. Like you don't know what to hold on to. So I'm very grateful that I started studying A Course in Miracles when I was so young, because it does feel like these teachings are exactly what I probably have needed all along. And they did help me when I was younger too. And like now as I get older, it's like more and more deeper into it. But yeah, so it's something that I really definitely need to be reminded of, because it is super confusing and makes me feel like there's something wrong with me. It does. It makes me feel that way. So that's why I'm talking to other people who might feel that way, to let you know that there is nothing wrong with you. I can see that when I see it in somebody else, but it's hard to see it in yourself. Okay. So number 265, this is workbook lesson 265, creation's gentleness is all I see. This I did pick as a lesson as a Course in Miracles lesson that's helpful for anxiety, a part of that playlist. I don't know. It doesn't say the word peace. I don't know why I chose this lesson as a part of that playlist, because it doesn't really say the word peace. I think all of the other lessons that I chose talk directly about like God's peace. But for some reason, I just love that. Creation's gentleness is all I see. That does help me feel peaceful. I don't know about you. Let me know if it does. Okay. Creation's gentleness is all I see. I have indeed misunderstood the world because I laid my sins on it and saw them looking back at me. How fierce they seemed, and how deceived was I to think that what I feared was in the world instead of in my mind alone. Today I see the world in the celestial gentleness with which creation shines. There is no fear in it. Let no appearance of my sins obscure the light of heaven shining on the world. What is reflected there is in God's mind. The images I see reflect my thoughts, yet is my mind at one with God's. So I can perceive creation's gentleness. I can perceive creation's gentleness. I can perceive creation's gentleness. In quiet would I look upon the world, which but reflects your thoughts, capital Y, capital T, your thoughts, and mine as well. Let me remember that they are the same, and I will see creation's gentleness. This is about connecting with God. Connecting with God. Connecting with the small, still voice within you. That the voice that won't fight. It won't fight with anything. But you have to join it, right? Creation's gentleness is all I see. So when I just said that it won't fight, the voice for God won't fight, it reminded me of this book that I was reading last night, Of Course in Miracles by Alan Cohen, and I want to read you something from it. It says, I feel like this is very relevant. Metaphysical teachers often talk about the importance of affirmations, while the more advanced teachers underscore the power of denials. We don't deny that there's evil in the world. We deny its power over us, right? So the more advanced teachers underscore the power of denials. To gain the reality of wholeness, we must deny the apparent reality of fragmentation. A Course in Miracles includes a lot of denials. I am not a body. I am free. There is no death. The Son of God is free. True denial is a powerful protective device. You can and should deny any belief that error can hurt you. This kind of denial is not a concealment, but a correction. Your right mind depends on it. That's from the Course. And then this is Alan Cohen talking. Advocates of war say that if we avoid conflict, we are running away from reality. But if we avoid peace, we are running away from reality. Ram Dass used to say that if you are angry or upset in your attempts to bring peace to the world, you are sending out waves of vibrations that cause war. Abraham Hicks teaches that people who form organizations to fight something usually end up fighting amongst themselves. People who come together to extend peace end up being more peaceful. Because the world of ego is built on conflict, it is disarmed when it encounters peace. Healing does not cause us to fight the ego, but to choose peace instead. You cannot escape from the ego by humbling it or controlling it or punishing it or improving it. If you fight the ego has won because fighting it feeds it. We get rid of the ego by not battling it, but by refusing to indulge it. I feel like that's what I really did on that vacation. Like I just quit indulging it. So hopefully this is a reminder. The next time you feel yourself like trying to improve yourself in a way where you're criticizing yourself, take a moment, pause. Creation's gentleness is all I see. Try it, say it. Creation's gentleness is all I see. And just realize that your peace is not waiting for you at the end of improvement. Your peace is not waiting for you at the end of somewhere. It is now. It's within creation's gentleness. It's a gentle place where you can go now. It's available now. Okay, so I really hope this was helpful today. Prudence, I can hear Prudence back here. You know, she's always back here under the covers hanging out with us. And I'm definitely the worst at ending my videos. I never want to let you go. It's my attachment issues coming out. Okay, so yes, I will let you go. Hopefully this was helpful today. Hopefully this was a reminder to be gentle with yourself. Go ahead and subscribe if you want more videos like this. Peace and love, and I will talk to you soon.